This is a story that broke, and quite honestly, in all my years of doing this, I simply have no words. So without further ado, let's break down those good old Switch 2 floodgates. Up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. And before we get into today's news, because oh boy, do we have a lot to cover today, I want to shout out each and every one of you guys. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, dropping likes on the video, commenting on the video. It goes a long way because we are nearing 1,000 subscribers on this here channel. Can't thank you guys enough for it. Like I said in other videos, it's a fun thing doing these videos, talking to you guys, getting your thoughts about everything, no matter how crazy things get. And believe me, today's story, it's pretty crazy. Alrighty, so as you know, we've been on Switch 2 watch for what seems like ages now. We've covered all the rumors up until this point, and today's story is, honestly, I don't know what to call it other than different. So, over the past few days, rumors have been circulating at first, when a Facebook user by the name of Tokay Vortex posted up these here images of what appears to be clear as day images of the Switch 2 wrapped in this blue silicone casing. So by looking at these here images, we can see what appears to be two Type-C ports on the device. One at the bottom of the console, which is where I assume the dock would connect, and the other one sitting at the top. Some smaller details include a larger speaker grill and a U-shaped kickstand, which will no doubt be better than what's ever on the current console, because let's be honest, day one, did anyone think that thing would last? Now the Joy-Cons themselves are something we've talked about at length before, and here again, that magnetic connectivity rumor is rearing its head once more. Honestly, when talking about the whole magnet thing with the Joy-Cons connecting to the console, I want to say we can almost lock that one down as yes, this is definitely happening, but again, with these leaks and rumors, you never really know. Now, the rumor that is getting people talking is this mystery C button located on the right Joy-Con. Some have assumed this could be a button that connects the Switch to the home dock, and in turn, this would turn the Switch console while in handheld mode into something like a Wii U gamepad. So pretty much more or less, you're streaming from the device while you're holding it to the dock, and the picture's playing on your TV. I know I could have said it a lot more simple before, but I'm just thinking about that now. Now, moving on to the part of this story that I think is even more unbelievable, is the news that broke around the gaming accessory company dbrand. For those of you who are unaware, dbrand is a pretty big company within the gaming world, and they are pretty reputable when it comes to their products. They've also had a history in the past trolling the internet and stoking the flames just a little bit, so kind of keep that all in mind. So dbrand, out of the blue, especially following these rumors, announced the Kill Switch 2 case online. And with it came this render of the case of what appears to be, you guessed it, the actual Switch 2 within the case. This console does appear to be larger, and again, the mystery button is on the right Joy-Con. Now, this is where the story gets even more outrageous, if you could believe it, because dbrand's own CEO said they have actual dimensions of the Switch 2, and this is not an educated guess. And that's all based off this 3D scan that they apparently have. And this all pertains to the measurement of the Switch 2, which in turn would present the Switch 2 as a larger console than the OLED model, but roughly the same thickness. Now, numbers-wise, the exact dimensions of the older Switch put it at 242 millimeters wide, 102 millimeters tall, and 13.9 millimeters thick. Now, the Switch 2 will apparently measure in at 270 millimeters wide, 116 millimeters tall, and 14 millimeters thick. And they did note the actual console portion of this device will take up 200 millimeters worth of the total measurement. Now, I think what they mean there is this is the actual center square of the console without the Joy-Cons, since we are getting that bigger 8-inch screen. Now again, those magnetic Joy-Cons were cleared up here because the CEO said he has an understanding that the Joy-Cons will have this feature with an eject button on the back of each controller. Now, the Kill Switch case will take full advantage of this because the shell will come off in portions, which pretty much means you could take the Joy-Cons off the device without having to remove the entire case. Now, while we're on the subject of the Switch 2, it wouldn't be a Switch 2 video if we didn't didn't talk about this damned planned release date. Apparently, D-Brand is unsure whenever the console will release, but they are aiming to release this case in late March or early April. This is just a plain weird story top to bottom because sure, you'd expect a lesser named company to leak stuff out, and who honestly knows if that'll be true? But the fact that D-Brand just said, F you Nintendo, we're doing this, we're dropping this, here's the whole marketing campaign, the CEO talking about it so openly, I honestly don't know what to say. Honestly, I am surprised Nintendo hasn't come out to do anything, or we haven't heard rumbles that they are pissed about all this getting out. So I guess all we have to do is kind of just wait and see what happens now, because it's getting more and more likely what we're seeing today is in fact the real Switch 2. Honestly, never thought I'd be talking about it like this, but here we are. Also, I'm inserting this part here in the video because as I'm literally recording the outro to this video, more Switch accessories leaked online. Here are some pictures. We talked about it at length, but here are some pictures just in case you were interested. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this one off to you guys. What do you think about this whole situation? When do you think we're getting this damn console? But that about does it here. I've been K-Lo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.